In this social networking traffic video, we're going to be looking at Squidoo. Squidoo is a site that's been around for some time now, and it goes up and down in popularity. But the one thing you can be assured of with Squidoo is if you're building your lenses right, you will see traffic. Ultimately, traffic and people joining your lenses, ranking your lenses, and bringing other people to your site by recommendation means good business for you. If you use this in conjunction with things like your blogs, make sure you're stumbling upon and digging your lenses and growing the traffic to your lens and using it as a great marketing tool. Combine it with other social networking traffic solutions and you're on to a winner with Squidoo. Each person who sets something up within Squidoo, their account is a lens. And as it says here, you can be an expert on anything, or everyone's an expert on something. Ultimately, if you make sure that you focus on your particular niche and you can build a lot of content, and that's the other recommendation with Squidoo, is don't just create a lens and then leave it. Make sure you're adding content to Squidoo on an ongoing basis. This ongoing basis will help your ranking climb, and also if you educate your readers to give you a ranking and star rankings to promote you, then you'll find that your lens will grow quicker as well. So first of all, let's look at just signing up to Squidoo. As you can see here, it says build your own. So we can click on building our own lens. It's got here, Squidoo is one of the world's most popular sites for building free single pages about your passions. And if you scroll down here, if we're ready to make a lens, then we click ready to make our own. And if we don't have an account, first lens, we get started. And we need to put in what our lens will be about. I've chosen social network traffic on this particular occasion, so we go to step 2. At this point, we can choose whether we want to get started, get the word out, which is the easiest option. We can go for moneymaker, most popular, or do my own thing. If we go with the just getting started with the easiest option here to get our lens open, we can change modules and expand our lens later anyway. So we're going to leave this one alone and click go to step 3. And as you can see here, title and URL, and it says here clever lens titles can make great first impressions. In other words, make something that when you put your information in here, make it related to your niche. There's no point you making it something completely not related, because people searching for it and seeing it are unlikely to click. You want people to be clicking on your lens. So be creative and make sure it fits your niche but attracts attention. And as it says here, when picking your Squidoo URL, just fill in the blank where it says squidoo.com/. So if your lens is about, in this case, Dachshunds, the dogs, try adding the word Dachshund to the box. And if it's about paper aeroplanes, add paper aeroplanes to the box. You can't add spaces. So I can take this, copy and paste, and then just make sure that I take out the spaces. Pick a category. So you can choose where your category fits in here. You have to choose the ratings policy here, where it's G rated so anyone can read it, R rated so it's a little bit on the risque side, and then X rated if it's an adult rated content. We're going to leave ours at G rated and we go to step 4. Keywords and then tags are important in helping people finding, so you want to put in here tags that you think are relevant to your lens. Once you're happy with what you've put in, you go to step 5. Step 5 is where you choose how you want to get paid. What Squidoo does is it actually places AdSense code and Amazon code into the lenses. And if you want to, you can donate money to the Squidoo charity fund. You can donate it to a specific charity. You can say that you just want the cash, or you can make it a combo of cash and charity. It's entirely up to you. Then you can go to the next step. And then you enter your information. You put in your email address, screen name, which is what will appear on your pages, your real name, password you want to use for your account, accept the terms and conditions of the business, accept if you want to join the Lens News of the Day newsletter, and also want the newsletter tips and traffic months from fellow lens masters. And then you put in the capture code and hit done. And once you hit that final step, you'll see that your account is now up and running. At this point, it is not live on Squidoo, and this is because we've not published yet. So what we can do here is we can start to add information onto our lens, and this is a basic setting up of our lens here. So here we want to have a bio where we tell people a little bit about ourselves and who we are, maybe upload our photo. We can choose what lens categories we're going to be into. We can edit here. We have tags that we've already set up, but we can always edit more tags if we want to. and it also suggests the different types of tags we might want to consider adding. We can edit our payment functions here. We can see what our lens rank is, and at the moment it's very low. It's 542,000. Obviously, the closer to number 1 you get, the better. Freshness, it will tell you how much freshness it has in days, and this will be where if you keep coming back and adding content, you keep your lens fresh. If it's been flagged, the rating, maxed, and opt out of display ads. If you want to do that, you can. It's entirely up to you. Export this lens. You can save an XML copy of your live or last published lens contents to your computer if you want to on here. Now these parts here are basically the modules that will appear on your site. So we have an introduction, contents and discovery tool. So here you can have an introduction to yourself and your site. Here you can have your own RSS feeds. You can add your own feeds. So if you've got a blog and you want to paste in some of your RSS content from your blog, you can do that here. That will help keep your lens fresh. Text and modules are here, so you can add more content either in text or written modules. You can use the Amazon module if you want to, the Flickr if you want to have a photo board skimming through photos. YouTube videos, if you want to add videos from YouTube that you've made to your Squidoo lens, you can do that here. And then there's the guest book. You can also have some information here as well, like an introduction. Delicious bookmarks that you've got, that you've added, that you want to add, maybe links to other articles you've written or other sites of yours within your social traffic network. You have the Amazon voting Plexo and the Google blog search. So you can choose to add it or delete these depending on what you want to do with your Squidoo lens. I would suggest that less is more in the beginning, and rather than complicating, you can always add these back in later, is to take some of these out of your lens and focus on getting good quality content in here about your niche. So for example, you might want to have RSS feeds coming in for your blogs, a few articles that you've written, maybe some photos and a YouTube video, and that could be left at that point. Once you're ready to publish it, you hit publish and your lens will appear on the network. So let's, for example, go to the main Squidoo page and let's look at how this works. If I was interested in a particular subject and I came to Squidoo and I typed it in here, so let's say my interest was I'm getting a new pet and I particularly like the King Charles Spaniels and I wanted to find out a bit more information, and I've gone to Squidoo and I hit find it. It will give me a list of the lenses that are returned by people. As you can see, there's lots of ones here on King Charles Spaniels. If we happen to click this one here, you'll see that this has a ranking within Squidoo of 21. So this is a very high ranked site. So people do like this particular site. And this is a good way as well of seeing what it takes to get your particular site ranked within Squidoo. You can go and look at other people's lenses and see what they're doing. This site is a great example of what you can do with a Squidoo lens and putting a lot of content together. And this is what I'm saying about if you focus on building your lens content and adding more content every day, you can find the benefits. This is ranked very high within Squidoo, so it's most likely people are going to be finding it. You can see here that there's information, King Charles Spaniel info. If I click that link, I'm sure it will go to some kind of product, as will this one. Because if you read through this site, you'll see it's very much geared up to getting people to click on links which will buy products. Here we've got videos from YouTube. Here we've got searches from Google. Here we've got items from eBay which have again got ID links in them. Here we have books again from Amazon with the ID in them. So someone has carefully put this together. This is another book, probably a ClickBank book. In fact, let's go through looking at this. If we click here to go to the top one, we open up a page, and lo and behold, we have a book, and it happens to see there's an ID at the top here. This will be either this is probably a pay.com account. So if we scroll through, it's a sales page. Here we go, pay.com, and it will be someone who is the affiliate. If I click, you can see that there's an affiliate here of this product. So they've put together a site where they're linking to affiliate products. If we come down to the other book we saw a moment ago, here we go, we've got another product here. Grief-stricken man searches for answers after unexplained death of his dog. So we go through and see here it's a full sales page, and this is a really long sales page. And if we decide we're going to purchase, this goes to a ClickBank product, and there's different options here. So if they go for the bronze package and they purchase, you can see here we got taken to a ClickBank form to order the product, and again it's an affiliate. So by using lenses within Squidoo and driving your traffic to it and adding as much content more as you can, you'll get more people following you, more people rating you, and if you encourage people to rate your site as well, it's a good idea. Here you can see they've even got Google AdWords, so they're revenue sharing, or perhaps they're keeping the revenue. So by developing your Squidoo content here and focusing on a particular niche, you can get very high rankings, which will equate to very high traffic, which if they're clicking these links means a great income for you in your particular niche. So the option here is to create a lens, drive lots of traffic to your lens by adding good quality content and having it rise in the rankings and watch the cash roll in. Or if you're using it as a traffic module to drive it to your other sites, perhaps where you want people to sign up to newsletters on your websites and pulling them into a list, you could even do that as well. It's entirely up to you. So get creating your Squidoo lens and benefiting from the traffic via Squidoo.